The back of my dashboard's ridiculous, but it's not my face. Hi guys, this is Connie. It's a little after 3 in the afternoon on Thursday. I'm going to assume today is April 5th because I haven't paid attention. Tuesday was 3, Wednesday was 4. Yes, so it is the 5th of April. Awesome. I'm glad I can remember dates and things. My hormonal imbalance is showing, and I'm on my way to pick up my baby from my sister, who graciously watches her for 2 hours this way, not the other way around, so that I can assist at Chapel Springs and start learning some things so that I can start to step up behind the scenes in the Worship and Creative Arts team. I bet you can't hear me because I've got windows open everywhere. 55 degrees on the dashboard, bright, partly cloudy, sunshiny day, and they're calling for snow in the weekend, in the middle of April. We're going to get April showers, but I don't think we've ever gotten snow showers, at least not in recent history. Not the reason why I started vlogging. I started vlogging because I drove through an intersection that reminded me something that we shared in our life groups was, what is one significant spiritual moment in your life? And I never thought about it except for this very moment. And it was at the intersection of Wellington and the 234 bypass. I remember the light had turned green. I was at the front of the line, and I heard this noise coming from the left side of the intersection. And so I don't know why, other than at this point in retrospect believing it's the grace of God, my foot never left the brake, so I didn't move. And this we have a lot of like bigger dump trucks. They're not 18-wheelers, but they're definitely not they feel really tanky. They're big trucks. They haul a lot of dirt in most big landscaping scenarios. And this huge thing, you just hear this horn honk, and this thing plow through the intersection. And if I was rushing the way I normally rush in intersections, because I look both ways and I keep going while I'm mid-intersection, so if I was going to be in an accident, I'd have no time to respond other than to be like, oh, kwah! And in that moment, it was very real and daunting that if I had gone about my business like I would any other time, it was just a brief moment. We're talking less than like a brief breath of a moment. And I could have been in a massive collision where I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, apart from like a miracle of God, I would have died. But the only reason why it seems spiritually significant now in retrospect is that I know it was definitely God's hand, and that's who I'm going to give credit to. It was definitely God's hand that stayed my foot on the brake, because under any other circumstances, business as usual, just going through life, I would have definitely just saw green light, go, like anybody else in Northern Virginia, and I didn't. In that one moment, I can't even remember what day it was. I just remember that moment because when you think about it and you have, I guess that's one of the closest opportunities I've had to a near-death experience, that I'm just like, this all could have been over. I could have been face-to-face with God. And while I'm excited about that in my future, I'd rather it not be today. I'd like to have more kids. I would like to try and make more of an impact of my life. I would like to try and lose the double chin. Not because it's going to mean anything in my next life, in eternity, but it's just things that I know I'm not done with and not comfortable. The quote my life quote, at the end of the day, you have to be at peace with the life that you live. And I'm 75% at peace with the life that I live right now. However, there's that 25% of me that's like, I really like living, and I really like food, and I really like going to sleep and waking up the next day and keep doing it over and over and over. So, I'm not ready yet, but I am thankful that God's grace is sufficient. And there's so many other things that are going on today that I know as soon as the day continues to progress, because we're going to have nap time, Mustachio's going to come home, I got a leadership meeting tonight, and unless I do more on my social media, shameless plug of at Connie Tryon, one word, on most of my social media stuff. I do Instagram on a regular basis, I do Twitter, and I do Facebook. Probably won't add you to Facebook unless I actually know you, otherwise you'll be an acquaintance, but those will be the postings I do for the rest of the day, because I know I'm just going to get too tired and I don't want to drag on with another bed video, because all I'm going to want to do is sleep, and Mustachio's day off is tomorrow, so yay. Probably not going to put up a chapter video unless I can read while the baby sleeps. Highly unlikely. So unless we play and she lets me read, I'm not sure if that's going to happen today or tomorrow. If it happens tomorrow, I will try to do 2 chapters. Be careful with that and enjoy, please and thank you. And I will see you later.